What's up? It's Sifu Kuttel, and in this video we are going to be combining the Choy Fut footwork pattern and routine with the techniques of the monkey. All right, so to begin with, make sure that even before you attempt doing anything from this video, you go back and you work on the Choy Fut footwork pattern. I have a video for that. I'll leave a link up above as well as down below in the description, and then come back and return to this video because there are going to be deviations to the footwork, but more so with monkey techniques. And there are going to be some techniques that I have explained in other videos, so be sure to check out the monkey movement playlist where I go through tutorials for the forward roll, the leg flowers, scissor sweep, things like that. And again, I'll leave a link up above and down below so you can check that out as well. Lastly, when it comes to the monkey itself, it is a mixture of both the theatrical and the practical. So there's going to be movements that are solely done for looks, when we're going to do some monkey acting, maybe grabbing, pulling the wings off a flea and eating it, or there's going to be movements that are based on the training side to develop your athleticism. So if there's a jump back or a roll forward, we're developing that coordination. And then there are going to be some practical striking techniques. However, because we're still going to be presenting in the style of the monkey, there's going to be some imagery going on. So anything you do with this open hand, this monkey hand, any of these positions, you could just translate to having them with fists. Like, you don't have to always act like a monkey to be doing monkey style, but the monkey style can help in your coordination, your athleticism, and your relaxed power, which I find super important. So when we're doing any kind of like our backhand strikes, even though we're using an open hand for the backhand, yeah, you could slap somebody like that, but this relaxed, the training that you get to relax your hand for that can make for an excellent snapping, whipping back fist. Okay, so just a light introduction into how this can help. Otherwise, just have fun with it. We're combining techniques. And then the last thing I do want to mention is for the hand position. Typically, when we strike, we want the fingers to be more together. Slightly apart is okay, but to appear more like a monkey, you will usually have things open a little bit more. So it's a little bit more, it's less rigid. I don't want to say sloppy, it's just a bit more unrefined. So what I like to do is the style more like we see in Mad Monkey Kung Fu, where we take the middle finger and the ring finger and we bring those in a little bit, kind of this almost like shaka, but we have the hand in this position, and this is more like the monkey that we can use and see when we're striking. Okay, so the rest is up to you, how much you want to get into the acting side and how much you want to get into the practical side. But let's go get to work. Okay, so let's begin. The first thing is we're always going to have that open hand. We're not going to do anything with a fist. So it's always going to be an open monkey hand strike. So we're going to take that, like I like to do, you can either just have your hands nice open and relaxed. I like to have my middle finger, ring finger in a little bit, and then let the wrists bend in. We're gonna go to a cat stance and then have a position with the hands forward. You can hold it however you want. I like to have my hand up by the shoulder and then my front hand out, okay? Now, from here, we're gonna use our right hand and we're gonna do a forward backhand slap. I'm not trying to go across, I'm trying to slap straight in, back of my hand, right to the face. One. Now I'm gonna do another one, left hand. Two, so it just rolls over, pop, pop. Okay, from here, again, 1, 2. Now my right hand is gonna, this time as I extend out, I'm gonna turn my hand, so I go fingers in, finger jab, flicking towards the eyes, same time, throw a front kick, okay? So again, I like to just keep this hand after here, I just drop it back by the shoulder, flick and kick, okay? So again, from our cat stance position, we have 1, 2, kick. Now we're going to step across and we'll do a little bit of monkey acting. So now this hand can scratch behind the ear, this hand can scratch at the ribs, okay? So again, from our cat stance, our starting position, 1, 2, kick, step, and scratch. You can do some looking around too, okay? So nice and easy. Again, towards this corner, I have 1, 2, kick, step, and scratch. Okay. Towards you, I have 1, 2, kick, step, and scratch. Now we're going to use a horizontal combination. So I swing both palms across, backhand, and then a huge slap. Soja, okay? So from our last position, we started from scratching. We're going to unwind the stance. If you need to, step in, 1, 2. Big double slap, okay? Now in the footwork pattern, we step back and out to the side. However, monkey style, we're gonna do a jump. It's the exact same thing. It's just now we're going to hop back and out. So left leg is gonna hop up, back, right leg hops out to the side, and because it's monkey, we're gonna end down low. You can touch your hand to the ground, and if it's soft enough, you can even touch your knee. But be aware, land first, not touching the ground, and then rest the knee down if you do it that way. Don't crash your knee into the ground, okay? So from here, at the same time, my hands are going to be moving. I'm gonna be doing a parrying block, pun kyu, and then another pun kyu, okay? So think of just somebody's throwing punches, block 1, block 2, a little bit of monkey acting, okay? So let's do that jump one more time. All together, my left hand, left foot move together. 1, 2, right hand, right foot move together. And then I'm just gonna take my left hand, I can hold it like this. I can turn the hand, I can have it this way. I don't wanna have it turned out, palm out. I wanna be able to see my opponent, or I can just have it back to the side, okay? So freedom in monkey acting, other hand, just touch the ground. So if I'm facing towards you, I hop back, and then now I'm here, okay? So putting it together from our scratching position, turn around, 1, 2, hop, and then look around. Now things are gonna get a little bit more acrobatic. We're going to be doing a splitting scissor leg sweep, but first we're gonna go for some low-hanging fruit, and we're going to do that classic monkey steals peach. So right foot is gonna step forward, and then I'm gonna use my left claw to come up and scoop and grab and steal the peach, okay? So again, right here, step, and then hit. Now, from this position, I have my right leg forward. I'm going to put my hands down over towards the side. So if I'm facing towards you, my hands go over towards my left. In the open area, right next to where my right leg is forward, it's open right here. Hands are gonna go here, and then I'm gonna shoot forward to cross my legs. My right leg will go across to the left, my left leg will go to the right. And I'm going to keep my eyes on my opponent as I shoot forward. From here, I'm set up for the scissor sweep, palms are out. I'm going to separate and sweep the legs. Okay, so again, from where we drop back, I step forward, steal the peach, hands come down, shoot the legs forward, and scissor sweep. Okay, again, same thing. From here, I step forward, steal, hands down, scissor sweep. Now, we're going to follow up with a leg flower. Your legs are already primed. We're going to swing the right leg up and over. Think of like you're gonna kick yourself in the face, drop to your back, and then swing the legs around, okay? So when you do this, think of keeping your legs close to your head, but think of doing like a roundhouse kick low to catch your opponent's foot and scoop it past your face. And then we're gonna follow with the left leg until we're in a kneeling position, okay? So putting that together from here, monkey steals a peach, scissor sweep, leg flower. Okay, so now this section has a prerequisite. You need to know how to do the grinding wheel sweep as well as a shoulder roll to be able to do this and put this together. I'm not going to explain and give you a full tutorial on how to do this. This is more how to put it in the arrangement of the Choy Fut Footwork. But I do have videos on both of these, which you can check out. I will leave links to those as well. You can find those in the Monkey Movement playlist. Anyway, let's get to work. So after we've done the leg flower, we've ended up with our left knee forward. From here, I just want to reach forward in a straight line almost from in front of my left foot. So I want to have left hand touch down, right hand touch down, and this will get my hands in position. Just make sure you're not hugging your knee as you do this. If you need to, you can even pivot the foot outward. That's a good way to get this one started, okay? So I'll start by getting my hands down, and then I'm going to do the continuous grinding wheel sweep. We're gonna do 3 of these and end up with the leg forward. Now, from this last position, from our last sweep, I'm going to shift forward, get my hands ready, and forward roll. Shoulder roll over, and then we'll end up with the right knee forward. So this travels a lot. Okay, so again, we'll start from our last position. We just came up from the leg flower. Hands are gonna come down, I pivot out. I have 1, 2, 3, shift forward, forward roll, and then from here, we're gonna do a straight thrusting palm, okay? The fingers are turned outward, and I'm gonna be using the base of the palm to strike in the same vertical line, just like you see on the uniform, okay? This can be striking to the stomach, it can be striking to the solar plexus, or when used up high, it can strike to the face, okay? My guard hand, I'm going to have protecting my head. Usually we would have palm up and out, but for this one, we're gonna turn the palm downward, a little bit more monkey style, okay? So again, from the leg sweep and the leg flower, hands come down, 1, 2, 3, shift forward, roll, and then hit. And that's the entire thing. From here, you just tie it back to the very beginning. So if I start from my very last position, where I have that uppercut, I would shift back, right, left, kick, step and scratch, turn around, 1, 2, jump back, look around, gonna step forward, monkey steals the peach, scissor sweep, leg flower, right away into continuous sweep, into my forward roll, hit, and then I shift back again, 1, 2, 3. Now you can inject points of acting here. One of the things that I like to do out of the continuous sweep, as I end up in this position, I have to bring my leg in, I have to shift forward. So I may pause for a second, grab like I'm grabbing dirt and throwing it, and then I follow it with the roll. So don't feel like anything I do is strict. Inject monkey acting wherever you want, add techniques wherever you want. But the next thing is to add power. All right, so there you have it. I really like this little set. It's a nice way to practice the monkey techniques. We have some theatrical, we have some acrobatic, and we have some practical techniques in here. Now, I do want to remind you that beyond the theatrical side, the acrobatic movements, these require a lot more coordination, which develop mobility, which can help out in your martial arts. I really like monkey style and monkey forms training to develop the entire body. You can see a lot of parallels with modern day mobility training. Now on the practical side, again, it's a good reminder to remember that anything we did with an open hand can help us with whipping power when we're throwing these strikes. If you close your fist, so it can translate over into combat sports like that, technique to technique. Of course, we're not going to be doing the monkey steals the peach. We're not going to be punching somebody in the groin, but doing that low stance develops that leg strength so that when you actually move in for an uppercut, you have some development there. So it does have a little bit of a parallel line there. Now, when it comes to using this in fighting or sparring, one of the biggest mistakes that people make is that they try to appear too much like a monkey. They put too much emphasis on acting than fighting. So most times if you're going to just try to act and pretend to look like a monkey, you're going to get hit. Unless you have a huge skill gap between you and your opponent and you can do things like this, don't waste your time on just the acting side. You have to look at the practical side. And the practical side is loose movements, attacking from unpredictable angles. And this comes down to just training from these unpredictable angles, okay? And of course, again, like I said, any of the open hand positions, we can close the hand and use to strike. So depending on how you want to use this in your training, you can pursue it more for the acting and the coordination, and or you can pursue more for the fighting and the practical side. Now, I would say that, again, monkey style is really nice in terms of when we look at modern day practitioners in combat sports doing mobility training, it's a very similar format, but just in the lens of Chinese martial arts. So Chinese martial arts puts a lot of emphasis on forms training. So here we have a form where you're acting like a monkey, you're doing acrobatic movements, you're doing mobility training in a strict routine, rather than like what you see in modern day applications of mobility training, where emphasis is placed on repeating a single exercise or going into more of a free-flowing, freestyle, just routine, rather than having a set choreography. So there's ways that you can look at it, but the direct benefit comes from the overall athleticism, and then it can translate over into your fighting side. Don't think that just because you learned some monkey stuff, you're going to be a better fighter. You just have to train more, and that will develop your body, and as well put same emphasis into training on the fighting side, and you'll be very well-rounded in your overall training. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Definitely look towards other resources to develop your monkey style. Like I said, I have that playlist of monkey movement, and it's based off of techniques that I mentioned in my book. And those are more focused on the acrobatic techniques and acting like a monkey. So check out that playlist. This will help develop it even more. You can add, some circle running, some barrel rolls, some head flips, and things like that too, and really make this a very dynamic routine. Otherwise, if you're interested in using the same Choy Fut footwork pattern to learn things like double daggers, monk spade, Buddha palm, two-section staff, straight sword, I have a whole playlist for that, so be sure to check that out. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.